But a lot of times the AAU coaches, they have these players and they're special. Michael Beasley or Kevin Durant or whomever coming out. And these AAU coaches, like if you send him to this place or you send him to that place or you let him get this shoe, there's a reward for said coach down the road.
Money?
So the money goes back to money. The root is ruining things again.
It's not the money that's the root of all evil. It's who controls the money, which becomes the root. Right?
Right.
When you make decisions from your stomach, then you have no oxygen for your brain. Right? Kids don't know nothing, so, right? You got a phenom, and this place is willing to pay you to bring that phenom to, right? Just $100,000, right? How much are you giving the kid? How much are you giving the kid's mom?
Probably nothing.
That's stealing, right? I found that out from my peers in the NBA draft camp. That's how I grew up. Right?
So they're making money off you, but they ain't kick you nothing. They ain't kick your mom nothing. And no, you were struggling. No, you got...
No, this is how I knew that. Like, so NBA draft camp?
Yeah.
Me, D Rose, Eric Gordon, OJ Mayo, all of them, we was in the room like playing cards and stuff, right?
Because a lot of y'all play on the McDonald's All-American team.
We all knew each other. They all looked at me and was like, yo, Bees, you know, like, I know you was getting paid that out. No, I wasn't. Man, bro, for you to go here and you to go there and you to do that, you to do that. I was looking at them like, bro, y'all tripping. I've never got paid $1. I never, right? But then they start naming dates and stuff. I'm like, oh shit, bro, he gave me $1,000 there. Oh, you know what? He gave me $1,500. And then, nigga, $1,000 at 14, 15.
Yeah, that's a lot of bread.
Right? But now my peers are telling me that he was getting $100,000, he was getting $200,000, he was getting $50,000, he was getting, right? My mom wasn't living like that. So then I called somebody I trusted that knew this person and said, yo, 1, 2, 3. He looked at me and said, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9 is the rest. And then nobody pay attention. Right? So
he's profiting while you and your family struggling.
And then I still owe you when I get there? Would you know that I paid my childhood off $185 something when I found out? Like, same person had a receipt from 13 all the way to when I got drafted. And I looked at it, and it was shit on there like McDonald's receipts.
Hold on,
shit like that. Right? Plane tickets. It was shit like, and this is a real thing. We don't say names, right? You told me that, right? But bro, yeah, I had to pay my childhood back. So I don't owe no man for anything because the one right? And then it's like, I paid for it, I raised myself.
Bees.
That's real.
Somebody kept documentation.
Yeah.
Oh, they bought you.
Why you say somebody like you didn't just say these coaches hold money?
Your coach.
These, I don't, bro.
Or handlers or whatever the case may be.
Yes.
But it's the documentation.
Of what?
He kept documentation when I took Bees to McDonald's, or I bought Bees some shoes, or I did this, or I did that. From the time you was 13 to the time you was
drafted. Which is what broke my heart.
Because you thought he was doing it out of kindness of his heart.
Which is why I just asked you, how much for 18 years of his life? If you're a real dad, how much do you really, if your son grow up and become Elon Musk and only give you 10 grand or not even,
my kid ain't got to give me nothing. Right? My kid didn't ask to come here.
Let's we can talk real facts if y'all want to hear real facts. I'm not going to... Later for the days that I just subscribe to whatever y'all say, either hear what I say or don't ask me. But this is real shit.
If you're out here trying to scale a business and you're doing everything yourself, come on now. That's not how the fast and growing companies operate. The real ones, they delegate smarter. How do you think I grew my podcast? You got to delegate. See, scaling takes the right expertise at the right time. And that's exactly where Upwork comes in. Upwork is your one-stop platform to find, hire, and pay expert freelancers across everything. Web development, marketing, data, operations, you name it. We're talking access to specialized talent across 125 categories. So instead of spending weeks recruiting and locking yourself into a full-time hire, you might not even need long-term. You can bring in the right expert right now and keep it moving. I love the part you can browse profiles, check past work, even get scoping the roles. So you're not guessing, you're hiring with confidence. Now, if you're really trying to level up, With Business Plus, you can access the top 1% of talent on Upwork and an AI-powered shortlisting. You'll get matched with the right freelancers in under 6 hours. No endless searching required. Plus, Upwork handles contracts, payments, all the back end stuff so you can stay focused on growing your business instead of getting buried in admin work. Thousands of businesses already on it. The question is, why aren't you? Go ahead and visit upwork.com/Shay Shay right now to post your job for free. That's upwork.com/Shay Shay to connect with the top talent ready to help your business grow. That's upwork.com/Shay Shay. Upwork.com/Shay Shay. High school. Is it true you went to 6 high schools?
Mm-hmm. I went to 7 elementary schools. I went to 4 middle schools. I went to 6 high schools.
Okay. You went your freshman year, National Christian, 30 points, 10 rebounds. Sophomore year, Riverdale Baptist, 28, 13 rebounds. Junior year, Oak Hill.
No.
Okay, go ahead. What I miss? What we miss?
I went National Christian. I went Longburg Prep.
Longburg Prep, okay.
I went IMG Academy.
Okay.
I went Riverdale Baptist.
Okay.
I went Oak Hill Academy.
Okay.
I went Notre Dame Prep.
Okay. Why so many schools?
Because I didn't understand who I was at the time, and I was just a jokester.
Yeah.
Remember I told you the size thing?
Yeah.
When you see me, like I would be quiet first, so that people take that as maturity.
Right.
So then what I would do, like things a kid would do, not only would it surprise you because you think I'm older,
right,
but it extra surprise you because you don't know I'm actually younger.
Right.
Remember I was 10 turning 11 in the 7th grade. All my peers was 12 turning 13.
Right.
That doesn't sound like a lot now, but a 13 to 11-year-old, that's a very big maturity gap.
So let me ask you a question. How tall were you? How tall were you 11, 12 years old? 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3"?
11, I was 6'1". Yeah, like 6'1".
Yo.
I was big my whole life. I never had a growth spurt. Like the only thing that grew on me, like from 11 I wore 12. And then the summer of 8th grade, from 7th grade to 8th grade, these shits went from 11 and a half to a fucking 18 where they are today. Swear to God, that's not nigga, my mother hated me that summer because she thought I was lying just to get new shoes every week. And every time we'd go, like, dog, bigger size, bigger, for 6, 7 months.
Right.
Bro, feet was hurting.
How did you even find shoes a size 18?
We did, until I started playing basketball.
So you basically had to wear basketball shoes the whole while.
No, I wore the same. My uncle that got locked up. Before he got locked up, he gave me a pair of Damon Stoudemires. This is my favorite shoes ever. But they was a little too small.
Yeah.
So when they really got small, I used to just step on them and just wear them in slippers. And then, I stopped. Like by the time my first pair of shoes in the 17, 18 was the Allen Iversons with the zipper.
Yeah.
I love those shits. My mom came home with them shits. But that's when I was able to, retire the Damon Stoudemires because like my foot was hanging out. Them was like that big, But but I was always tall my whole life.
Yeah.
Like I stopped growing my 3rd year in the league in Minnesota. Like, I got drafted at like 6'8" and a half with no shoes. Mm-hmm. And by the time I got to Minnesota, I'm like 6'10" and a half.
Looking at the numbers, you're dominant every school that you went. Was it hard being on your own? Because you're on your own at these schools, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it hard being, because like you said, you're a kid, you 13, 14, 15, 16. You're on your own.
I was used to it. I was on my own my whole life. I grew up with my mom. Right. When I stopped playing basketball and just started living with Nolan and his family.
Right.
So I was on my own then. Like, I love Nolan, but like waking up early, because my grandmother, she wake up 5:30 every morning.
Yes.
Start looking for change in the couches and shit. Every morning, like somebody put it there last night. But every morning this is how I knew God is. This is my first, I knew really, every morning she'd wake us up 5:30. Man, I gotta go and find $1.10 to get on the bus every morning. I swear to God. So I'm just used to waking up early.
Right.
I move with Nolan, they don't wake up early. Not early as I do. I was like, tiptoe around the house.
Right.
Sometimes, so I've just been alone my whole life. And like, that's it. I just been alone my whole life, just been quiet my whole life. And it's like when I come outside, I just be wanting to have fun.
Right.
Or just joke or something. And then the world just, for some reason, the world judges your opinion like it's a test. So if I ask you, hey, yo, what you think about the color green? And you just say, I don't like it because it reminds me of the forest. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden you're just a forest killer. Right? So it's like we live in a society to where it's like you can't give opinion without it being graded like a test. And that's basically my whole life.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before two something.